Hello, gorgeous women. It's Prue here, leading intuitive business strategist and women's transformation catalyst. And I love to support women to bring forward their deepest, most aligned soul work in a way that offers them ease, brings a sense of effortlessness and comfort to their lives like they have never known before. It's something I feel so incredibly passionate about and completely honoured to be in the position of delivering. So today I really wanted to talk about the sacred power of permission, and this is such a huge topic for us as women because for so long, and it's something that I catch myself on because for so long we have been seen as less than. It has been almost a requirement for us to seek permission, and I'm talking, decades and ages. I was even talking with a divine client recently, and she was telling me about how she was reflecting on how even back in the 50s it was still okay and seen as normal in the States for husbands to have their wives committed to a psychiatric facility, not actually having a mental issue or anything psychological kind of going on, but merely for the fact of being women and being emotional and potentially speaking out against something that was, the status quo. And when I think of things like this, I just can't even believe that such a short time ago we were in a situation. So what is that? That's like 70 years ago we were in a situation where it was still okay for husbands to have their wives committed at the drop of a hat just because they felt like they weren't, towing the line. So anyway, this topic of permission is huge. And when I speak to women, and I do a lot of speaking to women through the work that I do, too often women delude themselves, I see, thinking that they actually need to get permission from their partner or their family or even their friends in what they're looking to do. And this seeking of external validation or permission keeps us in a situation of powerlessness. It really does. So when women are talking to me and they're looking at they're so keen to bring forward what they have to offer the world, their incredibly sacred, magical essence and divinity that they are ready to unleash on the world to be of service in the biggest, grandest way possible. And often what can come up is feeling like if they do something for themselves in this way, they're going to be taking their energy and attention away from their partners. If they do something for themselves in this way, they're going to be taking time away from their children. If they do something for themselves in this way, what will their parents think? What will their friends think? What will other people in their community think? Will they be accepting of this new way of them being more of themselves? So when we make a powerful decision to back ourselves, and when we're strong to that, the universe and everyone else within it, life, comes up to support us. So it's all about us giving ourselves this powerful permission to move forward in the way that is most aligned and most soul-led for us. Whatever feels most integrous with who we are and with our divine essence. So when I see women in this space of, contraction, and there's no judgment because, we've all been there. There's no judgment. But when they choose not to back themselves and perhaps they see that there's, they're not doing it because of their partner or their children or whatever other reason. But really what they're saying is that they don't believe in themselves enough. They don't believe that it's possible for them to break out of this pattern and break out of this hole that they've been in, and to actually create rapid and lasting transformation for them in their business and life. So creating a high-end and transformational offering has absolutely transformed my life and my business. And I see this with my clients as well. I see that when they sell high-end, there is no turning back, because what you're doing is packaging what you do in a way that is so aligned and is so incredibly transformational for your clients. And it also rewards you incredibly, not just in the sense of I'm delivering my soul work and it feels amazing, but also in the sense of financial sovereignty. There is something so incredibly freeing about being a financially sovereign woman. And I often talk about this, that wealthy women will change the world. And the reason I say this is not just because when women get wealthy, they invest in other women, in their families, in their communities. But when women get wealthy, the freedom that comes into their lives and what that allows them to do in terms of being of even greater service to themselves first and then to the rest of their communities is mind-blowing. So I see this transformation happen for myself and my clients, that when they start to sell high-end, when you sell high-end once, you're never going back, because it's just such an incredible way of working and being of service and doing business and receiving divine compensation for your sacred soul work. So, and that becomes your new normal, it becomes the new normal. It just is. So the only person that you actually need powerful permission from is you. It's you. That's it. Once you give yourself powerful permission, everything else lines up. Everything else comes online. Everyone else in your life will come online when you stand strong in that powerful permission that you've given yourself. And any of the density, any of the lack, any of the unworthiness, anything that is standing in your way of giving yourself that divine permission, you can choose to release right now. Release, release, release. Say, I release this density. I release any unworthiness. I release anything that is standing in my way of giving myself powerful permission to move forward in my own sacred transformation. So I have something actually really exciting that I want to share with you today as well. As most of you know, I've been working one-on-one with clients for ever. But there is a limit to how many women I can serve in that way at a time, because I'm mindful of my energy and my resources and, and of bringing the best possible service to every single woman that I work with. So there's something that over the last couple of months it's been brewing in me, and it's this divine sacred group container that I have been dreaming into being. And today I would love to share it with you. So it's a 10-week sacred immersion, and it's called CEO Priestess Academy. And CEO Priestess for me, and in this group and in my one-to-one work and in this academy, it's all about the sacred marriage between strategy and energy, between the masculine and feminine, between spirit and matter, between structure and flow. So the work that we do within this container is covering, it's holistic. Yes, it's about what actions do we need to take out in the world, and what is the clear strategy and step-by-step process to go from where you are now to having a really clearly defined transformational offering for your divine clients, and then understanding how to get out there and have a divine sacred sales process that's specific to your clients and their needs, and have that really magnetic content flowing through you, having that confidence to be out there doing your live streams and all that kind of stuff. So there's all of this sacred divine structure within that and strategy, but in addition to that, we also are weaving through the 4 aspects of self-mastery that I believe are absolutely key to us women of impact living at our highest potential. So what I see is that as women of impact, we are being invited now to not only access our highest potential, but to continually be at the edge of that highest potential. So as we evolve, so does that our edge of highest potential evolve, and we are continuously moving with that edge. Now, living on the edge of our highest potential, as you can imagine, can feel a little uncomfortable at times. Let's be real. So what this is all about is creating your, or supporting your energy to become really, really strong and solid in this sense of being able to exist in this place consistently. So there are 6 divine modules in this 10-week program. And these 6 strategic modules, I'll share with you what they are. So embodying your divine expertise, which is all about getting really super clear on who you are at the deepest level, what it is that you're here to bring forward, and who it is that you want to serve. And then we look at the sacred intersection, or the zone of divinity, I like to call it, of those things. So who you are, who you want to serve, and the transformation that you are best positioned to facilitate for those ideal clients. And I was speaking to an incredible woman yesterday, and when we started talking, she was kind of like, I don't really have a target market. I kind of work with everyone, and I've heard that hundreds of times before. And it's fine, because I'm sure I have been there too. But over the space of our conversation, and within about half an hour, we knew exactly who she wanted to work with. And it was very, very specific and niche. And so now she is in a position to be able to take that information and actually create something that is incredibly powerful, that is going to cut through to these people that she deeply wants to serve and deeply wants to impact and access in an incredible way. So that's module 1, embody your divine expertise. And then module 2 is craft your opulent offering. So we look at your offering and creating that right at the beginning, because basically you can start selling straight away. I was just speaking to a woman earlier today, and she sold her first high-end 2 days after she just sketched out her offer. Other women that I've worked with, one sold her her first high-end 5K package 8 days after our first session. Another woman presented her first 6K package the day after our first session. So these things are possible when you get to this level of clarity. Not only are you able to magnetize people in to work with you, but it's so very clear to them, to your ideal clients, what the value of your offering is. They can see it. So the conversion and the sale happens with a level of ease that is otherwise impossible. So module 3 is all about embracing your vibrant vision. So we get really super crystal clear on the service that you are bringing to the world and what it is that you're creating, so that you can be really super energetically aligned to that, and also beginning to look really clearly at your messaging. So how is it that you're going to communicate this in the external world with your existing community? Because there's often quite a bit of money in your existing community of people that have been watching you going, I really would love to work with her on a deeper level, but, I'm waiting for her to provide some kind of offering. So when you actually have something to offer and it meets her needs, like she's your ideal client, magic happens. So module 4 is make your marketing magnetic. So there we are looking all about how to create an incredibly powerful content, both written posts, live streams, all of this kind of stuff, getting really clear on your call to action so that you can, again, really clearly draw in clients that are aligned with your work, who are ready to work with you on a really deep level, and have them come and jump on a call with you to essentially find out more about what you can offer them. Module 6 is Launch Like a Luminary. So this is all about looking at your social strategy and your launch strategy as well. So getting really super crystal clear so you know exactly what you need to do and when. You're not left like, scattergun approach, maybe I'll do this and I'll do that kind of thing. So it's really super clear for you what you need to do and when, because clarity is golden. Absolutely golden, not just for you, it also goes for your clients as well, which is why we get everything so clear for you in the beginning. And each step builds on each other in this process. Module 6 is all about sales as a divine service. So this is one of my favorite things to talk about, because so many women feel shame around selling their sacred work. And when you create something that is so deeply aligned with who you are and is of such a highly transformational value to your ideal clients, then sales becomes a sacred service. Because you know deeply that what you are offering will create an incredible transformation for these clients. And that is beautiful. There's no force, there's no push, there's no need, because it is magnetic to them. They can see that. It's easy. So like I said, there's those 6 beautiful modules. There's also these 4 aspects of self-mastery, which really allow us women of impact to access and be at that edge of highest potential and continue to be there consistently. So it's CEO Priestess Activation, this divine 10-week group immersion. There's those beautiful modules, the energetic work. There's a private Facebook group just for this intimate group of women. There's live teachings with each module. There's live Q&As as well, so you can send through all of your work and get all of your questions answered. There's live women's circles and healings with each of the energetic aspects that we look at. There's bonus one-to-ones with me. There's also bonus incredible healing activations and bonus Facebook Messenger and email support with me as well to get your questions answered, even in between those live Q&A calls. So there is an incredible amount of support, and it's not just the support from me and my team, but what I am really getting and what I'm really feeling into in the creation of this sacred container is the power and momentum that comes from being in a group of sacred women that are doing this work together with the common intention of bringing themselves to a new level, bringing their work to a new level, becoming even more powerful, stepping confidently into the women that they are becoming and claiming their worth and their value and their voice and their message, because it is time. It's time for us women to do that. So this offering is packed full of value. I always want to be of the greatest, provide the greatest value possible, and be as generous as I can. And I'm sure that there will be some divine surprises littered in through this program as well, which I'm not even kind of including in this yet. So once you enter this vortex, you can't actually help but transform your business and your life in incredible ways. It's impossible to be there and to not have this transformation occur. So if this is resonating with you, and if you're ready to give yourself powerful permission to rise, to shine, to make incredible money from your sacred work, to really activate the highest level of transformation facilitation in yourself and for your clients, I really invite you to book a free 30-minute heart-to-heart with me, and together we can map out, what will this kind of transformation look like for you? What do I see that this looks like for you? Because when you have somebody hold your vision up to you, like hold up a mirror and say, this is who you are, this is what I see, and this is what I see is possible for you. You can't unsee that. You can't unsee what is possible for you. And if that is all you get from this experience, then that is golden. But of course, I would love, I want to connect with women who want to do this work and who want to be this in the world. So if this is resonating with you, I really invite you to book a free heart-to-heart with me. You can do that at ceopriestesschat.com. Or you can reach out and send me a message and I'll shoot you the link. Actually, I'll pop it in the description of this video. So if you've got any questions for me at all, feel free to reach out, book a call. Let's just have a sacred chat and see where to go to from there. So one of the divine women that has joined in this program, she actually brought up the topic of permission, and is what sparked this conversation, because she basically was in a situation where she had complete support from her husband, her children, from everyone, and all that she was waiting on was to give herself powerful permission to do this. So I'm sending you so much love. Please give yourself permission to rise and shine today and every day. I'm so grateful to have you here in this community, and I'm sending lots of love. Mwah.